Welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year's to everybody watching. Today I want to show you what you can expect from United Airlines economy class on the 787-9. This is flight UA 818 from Buenos Aires to Houston International Airport, George Bush Airport. As you can see here, we've got a 333 configuration on this aircraft. One thing to note now, it is a 787-9, but this isn't one of the reconfigured aircraft, so it doesn't have a true premium economy section, and they don't have the new Polaris seats. The new Polaris seats are on select 787-9 aircraft, which I have reviewed those before. I'll leave a link up top for you to check that out. I originally chose seat 27A, which was not a good idea because those armrests do not move. So luckily the plane was empty, so I switched to 24A, which would allow me to use what they call the poor man's business class, so I could move up the armrest and lay sideways there. So they do give you it's actually pretty comfortable. One of the better pillow, the gel pillow there, and you get a blanket to go with that as well. As far as the seat goes, pretty standard slimline economy seat. Again, the padding isn't the greatest, but again, laying sideways, it helps there. Decent leg room. Pretty standard leg room as far as economy goes. Again, with nobody sitting next to you, it does, to me, in my opinion, it helps the economy experience there, as you can kind of see the leg room. You've got the charger here underneath. Plug outlets are essentially on both sides of the middle seat. So that, and they do have the USB, just the normal USB outlet on the IFE screen in front. They do have the individual air nozzles, which is always good to keep yourself cool there. And there you can see the in-flight entertainment screen, and here's the tray table that just comes down. Yeah, and all pretty standard stuff as far as airplanes go. So as far as headphones go, they do pass these out. They are free of charge. I know some airlines do charge to have the headphones there, so I'll take you with me for the takeoff, and I'll continue talking about the rest of the service and things on this plane when I return. Enjoyed the city nights of Buenos Aires taking off. So let's look at the bathroom in the 787-9 in economy. Pretty standard bathroom. Nothing really to write about. Yeah, it's just a standard lavatory, decent amount of space. No windows. United didn't opt for any windows on their 787-9, nor are there any windows in the lavatory in business class either. So as far as the meal goes, you had choices of chicken or beef here, but you also had a bottle of water there. You got a mini alfajore, a small little salad here. They give you some vinaigrette dressing with that. And here is the chicken. It's kind of red sauce, some sweet potatoes, I believe it was, or maybe carrots or something, and got mashed potatoes in the back. Got some crackers and cheese there, and a roll which was not warmed, but I wouldn't expect that out of economy to have a warmed roll. So pretty standard meal there, not too bad. As far as the entertainment system, very responsive system as far as the screen goes. You got some of the movie selections here. I won't really talk too much about it. I went through these quite a bit, so I'll just let you follow along and I'll get back with you when it's done. Okay, now that you're an expert in the in-flight entertainment system and economy on United, one kind of different feature here, just note this is how you can actually turn the light on and off above you, call a flight attendant, turn the screen off as well by hitting that button in the center. As far as Wi-Fi goes, here's the Wi-Fi options for the flight and the prices. I didn't use the Wi-Fi, but yeah, just so you have an idea of what it costs. Unfortunately, yeah, they don't do the free messaging thing like others such as Delta do and other airlines. So yeah, you'll get a little credit card spiel there before looking at the if you want to look at the in-flight entertainment as far as what's on your phone, because this one you can actually access on your phone as far as the free movies, the personal device entertainment. So that's still an option even on the long haul flights, if that's what you prefer to do, to watch something on your phone. But the movie selection, TV selection should be exactly the same though as on the screen and the personal device entertainment. So as far as breakfast goes, pretty light breakfast. The drinkable yogurt, which I've come to love. I didn't used to like that, but I guess being in Buenos Aires for a while, I've come to like that. Got a muffin and some fruit. So not too exquisite of a breakfast, nor should one expect that in economy, I guess. But that was my experience on UA 818 from Buenos Aires to Houston in economy on the 787-9 as far as service goes. Actually, crew was pretty good. Good sense of humor with the crew. I asked about caviar in economy, and later on the guy told me that they're still getting it ready. And it kind of went over my head, but then I realized I asked about that earlier. So good sense of humor with the crew. Again, flight was fairly empty, so that's good. So I was able to take advantage of that by having a row to myself in which I could sleep sideways there. Again, the poor man's business class for the economy flight. So one thing you'll want to keep in mind is that the exit row seat on this aircraft, so 27A, you want to avoid that if you're looking to, I guess, try to sleep sideways because you cannot move those armrests. So yes, it does have a lot more leg space, but I'm not one who can really sleep recline sitting like that. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the seat selection. I was actually offering an upgrade to business class for $13.99 in the United app. Yeah, I guess that's a fairly decent price one way. Would love to hear if anybody else has had any offers similar to that on this route, flying economy for upgrading the business in the app, or if you've just tried to call in and see what the difference might be for business class. But I didn't take it because I wanted to review economy. I've done Polaris business class before, so I hope you guys enjoyed the review. As always, I appreciate you watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this with a friend, and I will see you next time. I'll let you enjoy the landing into Houston Intercontinental Airport.
Wanna be the person that you call up when you're down. Wanna be the first who knows all of your deepest secrets. Can I be the one who wakes you up before you missed your ride? Cause I wanna be close to you, and I wanna show you something new. You gotta know, every day I got your back, yeah, you can count on me for that. So put your hand in mine, I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay. I know you didn't ask for any of this, but we reach for the sky. That's what flying colors now. Gonna try to keep the pace, but some